A former cop says armed officers are getting involved in routine policing after introducing a trial of armed response teams. Video footage from Hamilton has revealed an armed unit pulling over a car in suburban Hamilton, which was linked to dishonesty crime. Police later said it was not a regular roadside stop and the man had been known to have firearms and was arrested for breaching conditions without incident. The new armed police units were rolled out last month in a trial to cut down response times to serious incidents, but they're also being used in preventative patrolling in high-risk areas, not just responding to critical call-outs. Jordan Bond reports.
When the armed police teams were announced a few weeks ago, they were pitched as a complementary measure to the initial frontline response for critical incidents. However, the police now say they'll deal with whatever they come across when they're on patrol. Tim McKinnell, a former police officer and now private investigator, says it seems that armed response teams are going to be involved in day-to-day policing.
It raises the issue of the assurances communities have previously been given by the Commissioner that routine arming isn't something that's being considered when these ARTs appear to me to be routine armed police.
Mr McKinnell says the teams appear to have a lot of discretion in what they respond to, which is where the unconscious bias that the Police Commissioner has acknowledged tends to creep in.
We look at other parts of policing in New Zealand, the deployment of dogs and tasers. They're areas where ethnic minorities, Māori in particular, are overrepresented. So it begs the question whether these ARTs are also going to be disproportionately deployed on Māori and Pacifica communities.
Hamilton's Deputy Mayor Jeff Taylor says he's comfortable with the way the teams were initially pitched as a response to serious events, but is not certain that this situation was a critical or high-risk incident.
I'm probably not convinced that that was the case. On this one, I don't know for sure, but certainly there are some questions that need to be asked, I think, just to make sure the community is comfortable with it.
He says he backs police's judgment and expects them to be judicious in how they use the teams. The Prime Minister, Police Commissioner and Police Minister maintain that New Zealand Police will not be routinely armed. The Minister, Stuart Nash, says he's comfortable with how the stop of the man was handled because he had a warrant out for his arrest and had been known to carry firearms.
They can sit back in the station and, wait for things to happen, or they can be patrolling our communities, keeping us safe and ready to de-escalate situations as they arise. And I think the vast majority of New Zealanders would rather have these officers out in our communities ready to go to de-escalate situations, high-risk situations, as and when they arise.
The 6-month trial is less than 1 month in. Mō te hōtaka o te ahi nei, ko Jordan Bond, tēnei.